I have now come to a place where, I am now able to put food and families who today are unable to provide it for them and their children. So that's where I'm coming from misery to a ministry. Yes, from trials to be able to triumphant. Name is Jahzeal Clarke. I operate the Jahzeal Clarke Ministries. Recently started the Good Samaritan Food Bank. For me, I met Miss Clover where she didn't have nothing at all. When I came here to visit the site, I saw where there was just 2 lumber, a piece of zinc holding up the structure that she was living in, she and her 2 children. And when I came, it was difficult for me to make out whether or not I'm looking at the darkness outside or literally looking at a dark curtain, because there was not much difference inside where she was dwelling. And through the ministry, we were able to appeal to Jamaicans abroad and here who came together with the offset of what we put forward for the ministry to build this structure here for her and her 2 children. Currently she have a bedroom space for herself, one for her children. She has a bathroom structure inside currently. We were able to receive a second-hand bed and some stuff to help her within the house. So that's how we started out personally with giving her assistance and help. I decided to start the ministry, being somebody coming from a very humble beginning, lost my mom at the age of 10 years old, having been flung out by my family when I was living in Mona Heights, to the point where when I was the head boy at St. Andrew Technical High School, I used to have 1 khaki pants, 1 white shirt, and I used to wash that out every single morning. But at school they never knew that I was living in an old abandoned building, and that was where every single evening I had to lay my head in an old abandoned building to sleep, because I never had nowhere to sleep at nights. I never had a proper bed to sleep on, a proper bathroom to get shower. I never had somewhere to get meal. And so coming from that place, being one of 10 children who have had that experience firsthand, I've been only motivated and encouraged to reach a place now where I can do something to help others. I haven't been a recipient of help from persons out there, not perfect, but whatever help I've received from others out there, it has significantly helped me to become the person I am today. And I believe that it is just only fitting and appropriate that I do whatever I can to help those who are around me. So far I've helped over 50 persons, counting. I was doing a rough calculation while on my journey, and the ministry has donated over $1 million in terms of donation in the form of medical assistance, in the form of building house. We have a family right now in Westmoreland that their house are being built right now, as well as others. One finished recently. So we continue to build houses, we continue to provide medical assistance, back to school assistance, these kind of things, and it's not one that is just limited to Kingston, even though I'm from Kingston, but I travel as far as before I got a car, I used to board the taxi and the buses to head down in the countryside to visit the families who are vulnerable, children who don't have food to eat. And I tell you, where I'm coming from, I used to eat mango morning, noon and night. That used to be my thing. I used to eat mango till my belly was full. Yeah? And so I have now come to a place where, I am now able to put food and families who today are unable to provide it for them and their children. So that's where I'm coming from misery to a ministry. Yes? From trials to be able to triumphant. From all of this that people have rejected me, in particular families, and I've gotten to the place right now where they want to associate themselves with me because of what I've been doing, And I never took the traditional way of a young people or the young men out there. Never really grew up with my father, lost my mom at the age of 10, could have turned to so much other things, I decided, to do this thing healthy and pure with the help of God, and it has garnered so much support and so much followers, and we plan to grow from strength to strength. With the food bank right now, we've been putting food on the table of many families out there. I got 2 barrels shipped down recently, and it's out of that barrel I'm able right now to visit here to hand over a package to Miss Clover, her mom and her children, to assist wherever it's necessary and needed.
Could you tell me about what it was like living here before the house was built for you?
It was in a condition, 2-ply board with, when the rain falls, I have to set 5 bath of water and everything wet up.
And you were taking care of your 2 children and your mother as well,
Yeah.
right? How hard was it for you to maneuver all of those things?
It was hard coming around no help.
And how long have you been living in this area?
But I don't remember. From small, I don't remember.
Okay. And is there anything that you still continue to need at this point?
Yeah. Like, still need help with them to go to school. Sometimes it difficult for me. My daughter have to go to Mary's Bank and she paid $200. No, sorry, $150 on the bus to go to Mary's Bank. And plus she have to get lunch. And my son got Kingston Eye. And I have to top up him bus card and still have to give him breaks money to him get lunch.
Are you working at the moment?
No, I make natural soap, but I'm not making any. I don't have any make now because I don't have any funds to make them.
So how do you go about getting the money you need?
Like if I have $1,000, I will use that and buy 6 of the soap and make it and just send it back and get back $1,000.
Is there anything you wish to say to Jahzeal here, or the wider Jamaica, to appeal in any way?
I'm glad for the help what Jahzeal Clarke do for me and my mother and my kids.
Through the ministry also, we were trying to, because I don't like to just give help, but I like to, leave people in a place where they're able to sustain themselves, because somebody once said, don't give a man a fish, but teach a man how to fish. That way he's able to sustain himself for a lifetime. And what we have done through the ministry, we have able to encourage and to assist Miss Clover through the HEART program to learn how to make soap. So the soap that she alluded to just now is soap that she was trained to make. Yeah? And when she learned to make the soaps, we had invested to help her to offset the starting of the business. Naturally, because of the pandemic and how hard it has hit many of us, especially her situation. Whatever she made from that, she was able to just put that back into buying food. So, of course, she would be at a, like the initial stage all back again. So, she is somebody that don't just stretch her hand out. She try to help herself. And that's why we continue to support her and to assist her. Currently, we're in the process of trying to assist her in getting dentures for her teeth, because she has lost some of her teeth over the years and things. So we plan to assist her in getting denture. Somebody overseas had indicated to me that they intend to help in that regard. So we're still continuing to look forward for more help for her as we move forward and as we grow from strength to strength in the ministry. Miss Clover's situation is just one of thousands out there that we continue to come in contact with and we continue to help.
And is there anything you want to say to Jamaicans out there in asking for any assistance if necessary?
Okay, I would like Jamaicans to help me more with my kids and my daughter and to get my dental done.
Our people need help, and I believe that God has placed us in a position to do what we can to help each one as we reach one.